So I hope you've seen by now that I'm giving you so many assets and resources and prompts that you can use throughout your entire life, hopefully, and business and multiple businesses, and share it with your friend that you are having the best time in the content game and that this is actually so fun. I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am. This is such a blast to me. Today, we're going to talk about some hot hooks. Sometimes I like to call them spicy hooks, but we'll go with hot hooks for the purpose of alliteration. So, as you've seen, basically we take what we see as working and then we model it for our own business. And the same thing goes with hooks. There are hooks that we see everywhere that we're like, ooh, that was a good one. And you may have noticed that I've given you some tabs, some additional tabs in your daily power moves game board that are going to be some more of these assets that you will use throughout your business. So, starting with hot hooks, what we're going to do is we're going to first find some hot hooks inspo. So we're going to go over to our friend here, YouTube, and and we are going to find some hooks that we like. And you can find hooks anywhere. You can find hooks in subject lines of emails. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it in newspapers, on Facebook ads. Basically, we are just going to see examples that we like, and we're going to put it in our hot hooks inspo board. And feel free if you want to like track the creator name, if you're like, oh, I get a lot of ideas from, actually the reason why I came up with this was because there was a dating coach, Matthew Hussey, in case you've seen any of his content. And his content like gave me a lot of ideas for my content, even though they're completely different. You need to leave the town you grew up in. Like, don't just try to take inspiration from people in your niche, because you can actually grow so much by doing things outside of what everyone else is doing. And feel free to leave a note about why it caught your attention. But for me right now, I'm just going to keep writing the hooks and I'm going to keep pasting those in. So let's see, we go to YouTube and oh my gosh, Harry Potter Wizards of Baking. That sounds amazing, but that's not a hook that I want to use right now. So if I scroll down here, maybe there's some videos that I see here, maybe not. Okay, let's look at this. So how I made my first $10,000 online so you can copy me. That's pretty good. How I made my first, actually, why don't I just copy and paste this? This is a clickable video and I will just copy and paste that. There we go. So I'm going to paste that in there. And what I'm doing is I'm making a list, because the next thing we're going to do is we're going to shift it to be about our businesses using that example. So let's see. I also like to just look at whatever is in the suggested right next to it, because often if you click on a video that has caught your attention, there's probably more that the YouTube algorithms know how to serve us up exactly the stuff that we would like. All right, how to get more clients and followers from Instagram ads, maybe. 9 steps to get your ish together and take back control. That's good. All right, let's click on that one. Let's grab that one. We like that. I'm gonna put that in. And of course, this is me. Feel free to, you're probably gonna get ideas for things completely different than some of my preferences or things that have caught my attention. Like what appeals to me is gonna be probably very different than what appeals to you. Obviously, I get a lot of marketing content delivered to me because that's what I'm consuming. All right, so you don't have to watch me do this over and over again. I actually have a list that I have saved in the notes section of my phone. So I'm going to pause for a moment and I'm going to copy and paste those in here. Okay, I've pasted in some of the hot hooks that I've liked. I'm actually going to zoom in so maybe they'll be a little bigger for you. And these are ones that, again, I've just gathered over time. I have a notes section in my phone that every time I see something that I'm like, ooh, that's some good hook inspo, I paste it in there. And so I want you to create an inventory of the hooks that have caught your attention, because here's what happens next is here's the inspo, and here's where we're going to create an inventory of content that you could create using this inspo. What are we going to do? We're going to copy it right here. We're going to go to our friend ChatGPT. Hello, get ready for the sound effect. Watch what happens next. These are YouTube video titles that I like. Can you please model these to make YouTube video titles for me? I am a fitness expert who helps skinny guys get jacked For those of you who know Jeff, that is Jeff. Cool. Look at this. Look at these titles. I went how I'm from skinny to jacked and how you can too. 9 steps to transform your skinny body into muscle fast. The 21 principles of shredding fat and building muscle like the top 0.101%. Look at these. All of these could be made. Like I like every single one of them. And there might be some that you're like, that's a little bit off. Well, don't use it. Don't post it in your hooks inventory. But what I would do is if I was Jeff, I would put these all here. And then guess what? Next time you're creating content, you never have to question, what should I make? What video should I? You have a list right here. You could be like, okay, to anyone struggling to gain weight. Oh, I can talk about that right now. I can stream of consciousness that. Or you can use what? You can use Elsa. Let's do another one. Let's do this. Okay, great. Now can you make titles using the style I provided for I help women with fertility issues get pregnant. How I beat infertility and got pregnant, how you can too. 9 steps to boost fertility and take back control. So see, like, they're modeling the exact examples that you used. And then if I was Tasha, I would put these in here. And obviously you're going to have your own, so it's not going to be mixed up with things about Jeff's niche, but you would just paste them in here and you can have a huge list. Like I would actually go back to this and I'd be like, amazing, love it, give me 10 more. I always like give ChatGPT feedback. You did a great job. You're working really hard. How I overcame 5 years of infertility, 7 daily habits that boosted my fertility, avoid these 3 common mistakes when trying to conceive. I would just be pasting so many of those in there. And also if you have a topic specifically that you want to speak about, let's say if, okay, someone trying to get pregnant, can you make some about how I tried IVF and it didn't work, or try, okay, we'll start with that, but you could also say for people that tried IVF. Okay, great. Like you can ask it for very specific topics and then you put them in this list. And then what I would do is when I make the video, I would just like highlight it green to be like, great, I did it. Let's go to one that I haven't done yet. I mean, you could totally duplicate them though. You could speak to anyone struggling to gain weight many times. There's so many different angles that you can take with that. So I'm going to delete these because this is the template for everyone. But you guys get to do that and create your own hot hooks inspo and hook inventory that, guys, this is going to be an asset for you in your business for a very long time. Anytime you need to create content, you have this right in front of you that you don't need to stress about what should I create today. You have all the ideas in front of you. And you have this resource that if you think of an idea, well, wait, how can I word this? How can I say this? Go to ChatGPT using the inspiration that you found to ask it to word it. I'm also going to give you this resource that we made. It's a list of story hook titles. Some of them are all right. Some of them are, to me, very common, like, let's see, some of the ones like the biggest mistakes, what no one will tell you about. They're okay, but they're good for inspiration. Put it through ChatGPT and see what it comes up with, and you get to decide, and you can also tweak things as they go. So your game for today is to create your hot hooks inspo and your hot hooks inventory. And I would love if you guys would share in the comments after in the badge, what were some of your favorite hooks that it came back with that you're like, I can't wait to make some content on this. And I would challenge you, make a post today, whether you want it to be a written post, if you want to write a script, if you want to write a full-blown YouTube video. We haven't talked about, long-form YouTube videos yet, but if anyone's feeling eager, go for it. And want to see what you've come up with having this prompt to make some hot hooks. Excited to see what you come up with.